Hello, everyone. It's an immense pleasure and privilege to have amongst us Reia Singh. Miss Reia Singh has secured rank number 59 in the CLAT 2026 exam. And today she's here to share her experience, her prep journey, tips on what should be done, what should not be done, and what contributed to her success, and how you all can ace a competitive exam like CLAT. Reia, thank you so much for coming, giving your time. Right. So, Reia, first of all, we want to know, is there a reason you chose law as a profession?
First of all, thank you so much for having me here. I think law has always been part of what I wanted to do because I was really interested in our justice systems, be it in India or anywhere else in the world. I really wanted to know what was going on in the world, so many injustices happening. So that's why I was really inclined in taking law. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So, interesting. I think knowing what's going around is one of your strengths because Ria's one student who has hardly had any errors in her GK section, which is absolutely commendable, Ria. I think you just got one question wrong.
Yeah.
So could you, I mean, this is something we would love to hear that. How did you ace this insurmountable GK section, which people find very difficult and burdening?
Okay, one tip I would like to share is that people see GK as a rote learning subject entirely. But I don't think that's the case because GK, you have to, I think, have some sort of genuine interest in the events of the world. I mean, even before CLAT, I used to watch the news. I was really interested in knowing what's actually happening around the world, not because of some exam, just because I really wanted to know, be an informed citizen. But when CLAT came, I really had to step up my GK, and I aced GK in CLAT just because I really wanted to know what was happening, be it any summits or any conflicts in the world. I wanted to really know what was going on the ground level. I used Manthan as my revision guide in case I missed anything, I would just brush past the Manthan. And I think newspapers are really important as they also increase your vocabulary and they also provide interesting perspectives of like highly noted people. Other than that, other websites which offer news, I think these three helped a lot.
So, viewers, you have to be news hungry so that you don't find GK boring, routine, mundane, and update yourself regularly. That's the biggest tip, and use all the resources you have to revisit and revise concept. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
That kind of gives viewers a perspective to generate interest in GK. Ria, again, for somebody who was not extremely adept at mathematics or quants in the beginning, your journey has been very inspiring. Can you tell us what you did to ace that section too?
Okay, so this section, it was my worst fear, I would like to say. Because not because I found it hard or I couldn't do, but I always had this fear like, what if I don't get the questions? Then I would think that my whole paper is ruined because it's worth 12 marks and it's the sole decider. GK and maths, I think, are the sole decider of your paper. So I was really fearful of that aspect. And I just told myself that, it's only mathematics. It's not something really hard they're going to ask. So I think continuously practicing and, developing that skill to solve problems really fast in a set amount of time. I think that gave me some amount of confidence and that helped me solve the questions calmly and properly.
Consistent practice. Great. Could you throw some light on how you used mocks? I think you gave almost every CL mock that was given to you. Tell us a little bit about usefulness of mocks. How do you manage to use them and convert those mocks into your success story?
I think mocks are a really crucial part of any preparation, and as they give you a real life stimulation of what the real exam might be, Obviously, mocks don't provide the whole picture of the CLAT exam, but they are a really useful aspect because they help you where are you going wrong if you're taking any extra time, because you have to complete it in those 2 hours. And if you are able to complete it accurately, they really help you. And they also give you they also give you an opportunity to know where you stand. Mocks, like for example, if I did a question wrong, so what was my thought process and why did I do it wrong? And if I check the answer key, I will get to know. So I think it really develops the skill of solving questions, but at the same time in a timely manner. And if you treat it as a really serious, if you treat it as a CLAT exam, I think you will really get the confidence and the comfortableness in solving papers.
Wow. So for viewers, view CL mocks as your final CLAT exam. Wow, that's something very different. So usually people use the mocks to, simulate the CLAT-like situation. But in her case, for her, every mock has been like a CLAT exam. That's a wonderful insight that you gave us. Did you also go through this phase where you had very, very high scores and marks, then they plummeted, then they went up? How did you manage that phase? Do you think, marks decide that whether you're good or not? Is that how you looked at it, or you built skills? What did you do when you had this problem, which I'm sure a lot of students and viewers here would also face?
I don't think mocks truly define how much potential you have, because I think they just provide you with some sort of standing point where you are. But other than that, I think mocks don't provide the whole picture. For me, definitely, I had some low points. I was scoring really low. I think I was scoring in 60s when my other friends were scoring in the 80s. So I just felt really demotivated at some points. But I just thought to myself that, there's no point in being demotivated so much. Okay, I have had one day to myself where I was like really sad. But after that, you need to join the battle, and you really need to develop the skills to get more marks and solve questions accurately. I think the thing I did with when I got low marks was that I really wanted to know where I was going wrong. And I then, to solve the questions, you need particular skills, especially in the reading sections. So I really wanted to practice that a lot, especially in the areas where I was going wrong. And I think that's how I got some sort of confidence, and like then my marks started improving, and then it gave me some sort of confidence.
Great. So, what support did you get, or what resources did you use that empowered you to succeed?
I think career launchers mentors were absolutely commendable in their job. They were always there for us, be it you or be it Vineet sir. You both were really there for us. And even if we didn't have any doubts, you always reached out to us. Like, if you have anything, you can let us know. And you, I think I knew that you both were really experienced, so I followed a lot of your advice, and that really helped me a lot. And in the resources case, it was really useful, I would say. The CL resources like Manthan and the caselets which were provided, as well as the modules, they really provided me the idea about the questions CLAT asks, and to be overall prepared, because you never know what the consortium might ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ria, one thing about you, which we all have observed since you've been a part of our classes, is that you really do a lot of critical thinking and discussion in the class. So, do you believe that classroom coaching shouldn't be missed? I mean, what is your view?
I think just showing up to class really shows that how committed you are to your CLAT exam. I think when you come to class, you interact with other students, you get to know their point of views on their preparation. So I think that's really important. And the mentors really provide us with some important advice. They tell you to practice these types of questions if you're going low. And then the caselets which they hand out, I think that's a really useful thing in practicing, because the questions are really advanced and really good, I feel. And just being in that class environment, I think really gives you a feel that you
Yeah.
are doing something.
Yeah, you're doing something and you're a part of the deal,
Yes.
which is good. So, a last question, right?
Yeah.
So, when you were sitting like any other candidate for the CLAT paper, and there were surprises thrown at you, right?
Yeah.
What attitude, what mindset did you maintain to, surpass that surprise that was thrown at you and yet get this rank that you've got?
I think I would like to say that up until the paper, I was really in so much anxiety. I thought that, I won't be able to get in. But then some of the seniors and as well as the mentors, they told that this fear and then this anxiety can really make or break your paper. You might know everything in that paper and still you can ruin it by, being fearful
Anxious.
and not being calm. Exactly. So I think the most important thing for me was to stay calm no matter what questions they were asking. Because if I won't, I just know that I would hyperventilate and I would completely just
Mess it up.
exactly. So when the AR, I didn't expect so much AR to come, obviously. So when I was skimming through the paper during the start, as soon as 2 o'clock struck, I was like, oh my god, how did AR come? But then I was like, it's okay. I calmed myself down. I solved the easier parts, which I knew I was strong at, such as GK, English, etc. And then I went to AR, and then I told myself that it's just a question. I have to treat it as that. And I solved it, and somehow I got it. And yeah, that was it.
Yeah, you aced the AR section as well. So you were very quick in thinking on changing your test prep strategy a bit, that, whatever looked difficult, you didn't do that first. Whatever
Yeah.
was in your control, you
Yeah.
did that. Reia, thank you so much. Your talk was extremely enriching, and we got a lot of insights, right? I do hope that your talk will serve as an inspiration for our future CLAT test takers, and it'll kindle that fire inside them for news particularly. So thank you so much. And from the entire Career Launcher family, once again, heartiest congratulations. And as you embark into the legal world, we are always going to be around for you. So good luck. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.